I'm Ted Lucci, and I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth to help me God. First off, let's start back like, you know, where I come from. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they just know me from the city of being around, you know what I'm saying? Playing around with a lot of different shit, you know what I mean? Not really knowing where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? They feel like I just popped up on the scene. You know what I'm saying? First off, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Scorpio. I was born November the 13th. You know what I'm saying? In Kansas City, Missouri. Um, for the longest, I was adopted at birth. You know what I'm saying? To a lovely lady. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my mother, man, Annie Mae Rattler. Um, she basically, she lived in Kansas City, Kansas. My whole family was still in Kansas City, Missouri. But I was raised in the projects,
Here's what I found on the internet.
Jupiter Gardens. Regular life, project living. You know what I'm saying? Running around trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. I really didn't have much. Anybody that know me know, you know what I'm saying? I come from the mud. You know what I mean? Really, just same old story like everybody else. You know what I mean? Come from poverty. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really had nothing. But you know what I'm saying? I did the same old things that everybody else did. I come from nothing. I hustle. Learned my hustle from my aunt. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to her. RG May Best. Taught me how to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Without really, pushing the envelope too much. But basically, man, I just got it from her. You know what I'm saying? I never forget one time she told me, I had did some work for her around the house, and she basically was like, she gave me some money for the work that I did, and she was like, you gonna eat all that candy? And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had probably about $5-10 worth of candy. And she was just like, why don't you take some of the candy and put it up? And you eat that part. And then, the rest of it, you could try to sell it to your friends. I'm like, she like, cause where you gonna get some more money to buy some more candy? And I was kind of like, that stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? This is like in the 80s. I'm running around in the 80s. You know what I mean? And I probably was I was young, man. I was real young. But I took that game, you know what I'm saying? And I went to school. I think I'm like in the first or the kindergarten. And I got this candy. I'm selling it on the bus. And, I'm really just bubbling. You know what I mean? So I just kind of took that, all my life. You know what I'm saying? I've been a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Come from nothing. Ain't never had nothing. Just always wanted something. You know what I mean? And so, that right there, I ain't never had a job in my life. You know what I'm saying? I always got it out the mud. You know what I mean? But I kept on pushing. You know what I'm saying? Kept on pushing. And I finally, started figuring out what I wanted to do. And that was music. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want nothing. I didn't want to do nothing else but music. You know what I'm saying? I know I was in the fifth grade, and my homeboy Money, man, he was kind of like a distant cousin, or you know what I'm saying. He used to run with my family, and he brought me a Easy cassette tape, and I was playing this cassette tape over and over and over, and I just liked it, the shit he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? It was like real street gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? I always liked that gangster music. You know what I mean? So I knew right then, you know what I'm saying, what I was gonna do in life. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want no kind of game systems. All I wanted was stuff to do music with. So I basically started, you know, messing around with it, you know what I'm saying, doing talent shows at school, um, just fucking with the game, you know what I'm saying, and it always worked out for me, you know what I mean, and you know, I got into like the eighth grade, I I got introduced to the crack game, you know what I mean, and you know, my cousin that y'all see me with all the time, Big Griff, man, he used to take me and we used to go down to these apartments, man. They was getting money down there, so I would go down there, me and Griff go down there, you know, on the weekends or after school, man, and we selling little $20 rocks, trying to double them up, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Griff, he always was a fly dresser, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I didn't I didn't really, you know, I dressed fresh, but I wasn't into the names. You know what I'm saying? I always was a clean kind of guy, but I just wasn't into the names. But you know, he was spending all his money on clothes, but I was save my money. You know, going back to what my auntie did, taught me, you know, how to save your bread, and basically that's what I did with mine, man. I saved my money, and I just had this rap career, you know, in my head. You know, like, man, one day I'm gonna be a rapper. You know what I mean? So, you know, I was trying to sell dope to save the money, but you know, in 1995 I caught a case. My first uh, serious case. It was a shooting case and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and I was facing a little time. You know what I'm saying? But I went to jail for a little time. I was gone, I think, for like 15 months or something like that. I was in jail, and then I come back home, try to get back to it. I had a couple of tapes. I was rapping and saving money to buy, you know, a drum machine, a keyboard, all the shit. So finally, I started fucking with a little tape. But in '96 and '97, I ran into this dude named Tiny Potts, and Tiny, he basically had a little bag. You know what I mean? And you know, he knew me from doing the little, you know, in the street shit with the crack shit. And he was just like, man, you fucking with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's fuck with it. You know what I mean? So he had started a label called Non Block Records. And at the time, you know what I'm saying, he didn't really know nothing about music, like putting the music shit together. But I knew everybody that was fucking with music. So, you know, I started bringing motherfuckers to the tables who, you know, producers that was dope as fuck. And I did a track on his compilation, and you know, it did good, you know what I mean? But in the process of that, like I said, we was still fucking around with drugs and crack and shit. So the feds kicked in the spot, man, you know, raided the studio, took all the studio equipment, so damn, now my dream is gone again. So it's like, damn, I gotta start from scratch. So I'm right back to the shit, back to selling crack, you know what I'm saying? Fucking around with my peoples, he getting money, so we basically just sitting in the dope spot with no studio in it no more, and I'm trying to come up with the money again. So, you know, in the process of that, I catch a murder case. I go to jail for like 2.5 years trying to fight my case. I beat the case. Come home in 2003. You know, I'm trying to fly straight. I'm still in the streets fucking with this crack shit. Um, Coming up, still balling off this crack shit. Trying to fuck with music part time. But real life is kicking in now. You know what I mean? Like, I really got to get to a bag. So it's just like, you know, I'm steady pushing and pushing and pushing. But I done linked up with my cousin Money G, you know, with the SSP thing. We on the road, we hitting the studios, and I'm basically like a student at this point. I'm basically just playing the background, you know what I mean? Learning from him, learning how to write bars, learning how to correctly put, you know, hooks together, you know what I'm saying? And that basically was the start of everything, you know what I'm saying? The whole the whole push of what we was trying to do. And you know, that basically was it. You know what I mean? Money taught me a lot of stuff. You know, shout out to Money G. Um, he taught me, you know, the ins and outs and all the bad, deals that he made in his career and how he, formatted different things to do different things. So, you know what I'm saying? In 2009, I started kind of veering off on my own, taking experience from him, and started my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Which was Squad Entertainment. I started pushing shows. I did a show. I put together a big show with Ryder J. Clyde called The Clyde Show. If y'all remember it, y'all probably do. Starring him and Two Gun Kiwi. Shout out to Two Gun Kiwi. You know what I'm saying? That was like Kiwi's first ever show. He had never did a show. And we did it. We did good. You know what I mean? We did real good. But me putting together that show, it introduced me to a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? Which was people like Mr. 4000. You know what I'm saying? So me and 4000, we started rocking. I liked his chemistry. He liked my chemistry. I opened up a t-shirt store in 2010, and we started. He came in a couple of times. Matter of fact, he performed on the show, but he came in a couple of times, and we threw ideas off each other, and we started working on 40 Voice Echo. Everything after that was history. You know what I mean? He introduced me to a lot of people that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was like new to me again. You know what I'm saying? The love had came back, so I started recording 40 Voice Echo, which was his mixtape at the time. Doing graphics and I'm learning it all at one time, and everything was going good. You know what I mean? Everything was going good. So we sat back and we figured that we would I had artists that was on Squad Entertainment, which was Mommy V and Lady Tay, which was Coochie NT, and I also had Savvy. You know what I mean? That was my artist. You know what I mean? And at the time, Mr. 4000 was trying to come up with his own label, which was 40 Block Boys, and he had Sir and he had Nutcase, and I also had my cousin Nutty and Troy. We was in talks over him coming with me. So since me and 4000 was working together on a lot of other things, we just said fuck it. We gonna collab. We gonna hook the thing together, and we gonna come up with a name. So we came up with Gorilla Gang Music, and we started pushing. You know what I'm saying? But the point that I'm making is like, my name is attached to so many big artists that people don't know about. You know what I'm saying? You probably know the artists, but you didn't know that I had something to do with their careers. You know what I'm saying? I was very instrumental in certain people's careers. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to take credit. I just want people to know who I am. You know what I mean? Like, who Tat Lucci really is. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I done dealt with everybody in the game, from the big names to the small names. Whether I done produced a record, I engineered on a record, I booked the show for you, I put you on a tour with us. You know what I'm saying? We had some of the biggest tours. I done did some of the biggest tours, known to man around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I just been influenced by this music thing for a long time. I got damn near 20 something years invested. But everybody done been through my channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say like I'm God or nothing and I just helped them get to the next level, but I had something to do with perfecting their craft and getting them to where they're going. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start with Nate Harmony. She's still relevant. Jazzy Monroe, the homeboy Nutcase, rest in peace. Sir, 4000, J Mama, just to name a few. I've been instrumental in a lot of people's careers. Jeff, Bob Wire, the list go on, man. But like I said, a lot of people that came through my channel. We didn't deal with the Ampacinos. We didn't deal with the M.80s, the Shotty Boys, the P3s, everybody in the game. My homeboy Scheme, Rich the Factor. We didn't all network before. You know what I mean? Joe Fletch on the slaps. I mean, when I say that, I done been in this game a long, long time. I actually been in the game a long time, and a lot of this stuff that you be hearing, and especially like my little stepson, Young Ryder. A lot of people hear them records and like his records. You know what I'm saying? We did that. You know what I'm saying? Money G. You know what I'm saying? It. Man, the list goes on. The list goes on. But I play the background. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? And this is the first interview ever in my life I ever did. So I just wanted to break my silence. I wanted people to know who I am. You know what I'm saying? People like Young Cat, you know what I'm saying? Little bro, he come to me when he was 15 years old. And he have he didn't have a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? So I never charged nobody, you know what I'm saying? I did a verse for him, free of charge, you know what I'm saying? And, he took it to school and people really was feeling his mixtape or whatever he had going on, and that was the start of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? And, he doubles back on me, you know what I'm saying, 10, 15 years later, and we come out with this old Gangstafied track that went crazy, you know what I mean? It was like the anthem for 2 or 3 years of the summer, so, a big record, you know what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying is that, people like that, I've really been instrumental in their life, you know what I'm saying? Like, Killer Quay, Cat's little brother, that's my guy, you know what I'm saying? We fucking with him. So I'm just saying, like, people done been through my channel, you know what I'm saying? Like, from the biggest names to the smallest names, we done did some kind of business. Right now, I got a recording studio. I still got the Gorilla Gang label. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing forward. I got a new album coming out, Sticks and Stones. I haven't put a date on it, but I'm trying to get it just right for the summer. I want to be able to perform, and I pushed it back because of the coronavirus thing. Because I really want to perform a lot of these songs on this record. That's just what I'm doing. I got another album coming right after that, following up Sticks and Stones, called Retaliation is a Must. That's gonna be my last and final album. I'm not doing no more albums after that. I'm not retired, but I am. That's my last record. I will be doing singles and dropping videos and all that, but I'm just not doing no more albums. Like I said, man, this is me. This is where I came from. You know what I'm saying? I recently lost my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? She was like a big part of my life when I was going through the whole adoption thing as a kid. She stayed, in touch with me and made sure that I was cool. So, for me to lose her, that was a hard one. You know what I mean? I miss her like crazy, but I just wanted people to know, you know what I'm saying, let you know me, come into my life, see what I got going on. But I'm gonna be a little more instrumental, you know what I'm saying, letting people see more of me. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time I opened up and told y'all the truth. And I want y'all to know, man, Tad Lucci, remember that name. Cause I'm finna bust this motherfucker wide open, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna chew y'all ear off. I'm gonna get up out of here. Tad Lucci. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth. Help me God. Till next time.
So if you bustin' at me, don't miss. Or I P the fat tone, I'm still on that funk shit. Real shooters know I'm a threat and a monster. Disrespect deserve death, definitely on my when it's. I'ma see emotion and smash. My wife be like, yo, crazy ass.